Hello, my students. How are you today? Today, we are in appointment with a new lesson. Do you know what is our lesson? Think with me, and before we start, I want you to look at this picture. Now, what can you see in the picture? Great. It's the value of the month, November 2020. Our value today, as in Falah School, we have values each month. Our value today is to respect others. How can we respect others? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam told us, whoever is not kind to younger or does not respect the elders is not from my nation. Anybody doesn't respect is not a true Muslim because Muslims should respect each others and should respect all people around. But who can tell me what does it mean? Yes, it means to be polite, not impolite. Who can tell me ways of respect? You can look at the pictures in the tree and find many ways to respect. Like, great, raise my hand. Respect boys and girls. Help the elders. Help the old men. Ask for help. Shake hand. Excuse or apologize if you make any mistake. Say, I'm sorry. Say, please. And respect the disabled persons. Many ways to respect. I want all of you to think of them and try to be good Muslims by respecting others. Now, my students, look at the page 16 and page 17, and think with me, what are we going to learn today? Our lesson today is entitled Our World, Module 2, Lesson 3. Who can tell me what are our objectives today? Excellent. Our objectives today is to acquire new words, meaning, form, and use. Our second aim is to talk about rules of etiquette around the world. And our third aim is to talk about actions you are supposed to do and not supposed to do. Are you ready to start? Let's go. Let's start with the vocabulary. I want you to listen carefully to the words and repeat.
Chopsticks. Kiss on the cheek. Gift. Shake hands. Hug. Wrapping paper. Be on time. Polite. Impolite.
Now, my students, it's your turn. Form a sentence using the new words. Write as many sentences as you can using the new words. Look at the words, read them again. Chopsticks, kiss on the cheek, gift, shake hands, hug, wrapping paper, be on time, polite, impolite. Excellent. You have 5 minutes to finish your reading. You have 5 minutes to finish your writing. Write sentence as you can. I can give you an example, like I use chopsticks I use chopsticks to eat. I use chopsticks to eat. And don't forget a full stop. Write sentence like the example. You have 5 minutes, remember, to write as many sentences as you can. Try to use all the words in sentence. I'll give you another example. In the morning, I kiss my mom on the cheek. Another example. In my birthday, my dad gave me a nice gift. Another example. When men meet each other, they shake hands. But now, while virus corona, we didn't shake hands. You can write other sentence. Now, let's move to our second part. It's listening time. I want you to listen to the following advice for travelers. Where does the information come from? Choose A, B, or C. Is it a poster at an airport? Is it a book about traveling to different countries? Or it's advertisements for trips to South Korea and Brazil? Listen carefully and find the answer.
1. Read and listen to the following advice for travelers. Where does the information come from? Circle A, B, or C. A. A poster at an airport. B. A book about traveling to different countries. C. Advertisements for trips to South Korea and Brazil.
In South Korea, it's a good idea to take a gift when you go to someone's house for dinner. Fruit and chocolates are nice gifts. Use yellow or pink wrapping paper because these colors bring happiness. You should offer your gift with 2 hands. You can write a note, but not with a red pen because it's bad luck. After you finish your food, you should put your chopsticks on the table.
In Brazil, men usually shake hands when they meet, and women kiss each other twice on the cheeks. Sometimes they also hug. You should arrive at least 30 minutes late when you visit someone's home. It's impolite to arrive earlier. You should take a gift, too. If you can't take a gift, send flowers the next day. It's a good idea.
Excellent. The answer is it's a book about traveling to different countries. Excellent, all of you. Now, my students, it's reading time. Let's read together. Look at the text, open your book, and read with me.
1. Read and listen to the following advice for travelers. Where does the information come from? Circle A, B, or C. A. A poster at an airport. B. A book about traveling to different countries. C. Advertisements for trips to South Korea and Brazil.
In South Korea, It's a good idea to take a gift when you go to someone's house for dinner. Fruit and chocolates are nice gifts. Use yellow or pink wrapping paper because these colors bring happiness. You should offer your gift with two hands. You can write a note, but not with a red pen because it's bad luck. After you finish your food, you should put your chopsticks on the table.
In Brazil, men usually shake hands when they meet, and women kiss each other twice on the cheeks. Sometimes they also hug. You should arrive at least 30 minutes late when you visit someone's home. It's impolite to arrive earlier. You should take a gift, too. If you can't take a gift, send flowers the next day. It's a good idea.
Now, our homework is to read the text out loud, record your voice while reading, and send me on the WhatsApp or attach your recording on the Google form. My students, now, after we have finished our reading, I want you to read again and answer the following questions. Number 1. Why should you wrap gifts in yellow or pink paper in South Korea? Find the answer from the text. After you have finished your answering, I want you to make a self-evaluation while checking your answers at the model answers section. Now, my students, it's grammar time. Should or shouldn't. Do you remember our third objective? What we're supposed to do, what we don't supposed to do? Okay, read this example with me. You should use pink wrapping paper in South Korea. You shouldn't write a note with a red pen in South Korea. What does it mean? Excellent. We use a verb should to ask for advice or to give an advice. Like the example, what should I do? You shouldn't work so hard. We also use should or shouldn't to express an opinion, like, I think the children should eat more fruit. You can form other examples. Now it's speaking time. I want you to use the expression should and shouldn't in this example. Talk about your country. Let's talk about Bahrain. What you should or shouldn't do in the situations below in Bahrain. Use the ideas in the boxes and your own. What should we do at school? What shouldn't we do? Should we raise our hands to speak? Yes, we can say, we should raise our hands to speak. I should raise my hand to speak. What about chewing gum? Excellent, it's bad. So, we shouldn't chew gum. So, we put X for shouldn't, we will put tick for should. What about talk when the teacher is talking? Excellent. We shouldn't talk when the teacher is talking. What about be 15 minutes late for class? Excellent. It's bad. We shouldn't be late, or we shouldn't be 15 minutes late for class. What about standing up when the teacher comes in the classroom? Excellent. It's good. We should stand up when the teacher comes in the classroom. Now, what about at a restaurant and during a meal? In Bahrain, should we eat with our hands? Yes, we can. We can eat with our hands, but it's not a good thing for many food. So, we shouldn't eat with our hands. What about cleaning our mouth? Excellent. But with the shirt? No, we shouldn't clean our mouth with our shirt. We can clean it with a tissue. We should clean with a tissue, handkerchief, Kleenex. What about talking while you're chewing? Excellent, it's bad. You shouldn't talk while you are chewing. What about talking on your cell phone while eating? It's bad also. We shouldn't talk on our cell phone. What about talking when someone else is talking? Excellent, it's also bad. We shouldn't talk when someone else is talking. Now, let's look about the rules in the street. Should we throw trash in the street? No. So we shouldn't throw trash in the street. What about throwing your gum in the street? It's also bad. We shouldn't throw gum in the street. Excellent, all of you. You can share your answers with your parents or your brothers. Now, my students, it's homework time. Do you know what are our homework today? Excellent. The first one is listening task. I'm going to share with you the listening script and the listening audio. I want you to listen to someone travel tips when visiting China. Listen to some travel tips when visiting China and write T for true or F for false. Listen carefully and put T or F. If you are not sure, you can listen more time. One and another one. Listen twice and check your answers in the model answers section.
3. Listen to some travel tips when visiting China and write T for true or F for false.
Here are a few travel tips so you don't get into any embarrassing situations when you're traveling to China. In many countries, like Spain or Italy, people move their arms a lot. But Chinese people don't use their hands when they talk. They think it's impolite and prefer it when people don't move their hands around a lot. Also, when you're talking to a Chinese person, try not to say no. It's better to say maybe or we'll see, even when your answer is no. There are some things you need to remember when you go to someone's house. Remember to arrive on time. Chinese people don't like to be late. You should always bring a gift when you go to somebody's house, but never take flowers. This is very impolite. A nice basket of food is always a good idea. But never have 4 of anything because the number 4 is very unlucky in China. Lastly, always give your gift with 2 hands. If you don't, it is considered rude.
We also have another homework in the workbook, page 14. We have 3 tasks. Number 1, read and complete. Use the new words to complete the sentence. Number 2, use should or shouldn't to express about these situations in the pictures. And number 3, write about yourself, about your home. What should or shouldn't you do at your home? Don't forget, you can make self-evaluation in the self-evaluation text in the model answers. You have electronic quiz. I'm going to share the link with you. Don't forget to complete. Here you will find the model answers. Follow the link or type it in your browser. Check your answers and make a self-evaluation. Thank you, my students. See you next lesson and goodbye.